Hey everyone, good evening, good evening. I'm popping on live really quick because I was just thinking about my financial journey and some money habits that really helped me along the way. So I was like, how cool would it be to come on here and record a quick video about 4 money habits that you can develop to increase your credit score and get out of debt? So, financial management does not come naturally for most people. I know it certainly did not come naturally for me. It's something that I had to learn through trial, through error, and most importantly, through experience. I did some things right, but I also did many things wrong. But those lessons that I learned helped me to really become a good financial steward over my finances. So it's typically something that you have to learn and then practice on a consistent basis so that it becomes automatic. It's not an easy skill, but it's crucial for anyone who wants to become boldly successful and financially secure. So, what do I mean by financially secure and having financial stability? Well, for me, financial security refers to peace of mind that passes all understanding, not having to worry, not having to stress. And if you're a believer, having faith that God will come through for you each and every time, but also putting in the work because we all know that faith without works is dead, right? It's the peace of mind you feel when you aren't worried about your income and it being enough to cover your expenses. It also means that you have enough money saved to cover emergencies and your future financial goals, such as buying your dream home, a new car, investing, starting a business, or maybe even traveling more with your friends and with your family. Last year, I really set a goal for myself that I wanted to travel with my family, and that's exactly what I did. I was able to take my entire family on a vacation, and that felt super good. And I want to do tons more of those, right? We travel inside of the U.S. I want to be able to take my family out of the country on a Delta flight, not Spirit, and have a good time. So habits are learned, and it's something that you have to practice. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some habits that you can put in place immediately to increase your credit score and get out of debt. But before we jump in, if you guys are new to me, hey, hi, welcome, hello, like and love this video, please, if you find it valuable. But my name is Deja Merritt. I'm an accountant and debt relief strategist, and I help individuals and small business owners to eliminate debt and grow their income to 6 figures and beyond so that they can experience financial freedom, financial peace, and qualify for whatever they want, whenever they want, with super low payments. So let's get into it, guys. 4 money habits you can develop to increase your credit score and get out of debt. Number 1, I'm going to go ahead and get this one out the way because I know you know that this is coming. You have to have a monthly and a weekly budget plan. And the reason why I'm throwing weekly in there is because if a budget is completely new to you, you're going to have to practice, and that's going to take you putting some consistent actions in place to make sure that it becomes automatic and subconscious. And what people don't realize is when you write your budget out the first few times, after that, it becomes subconscious. It becomes in your head. Hey, my income is $1,500 per month and my expenses is $1,200 per month. Or hey, my income is $2,000 per month and my expenses is $1,200. Hey, my income is $3,000 per month and my expenses is $1,500. You know exactly how much is coming in, how much is going out, and then how much you have left over to either save, invest, or if you aren't in debt, to play with, right? It might seem boring or like a waste of time, but in the long run, it is a hugely important money habit to develop, and it'll help you have good finances overall. You can budget on paper. I made this pretty simple financial journal that you can use to keep track of your income, your expenses, your net worth, and your credit score, because some things you need to just write out, right? So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and like and love this video and then send me a message and say, hey, send this financial journal, and I'll be sure to get it over to you free of charge as long as I see that like or love on this video. But you can also use a budgeting app. So you can use softwares like mint.com or everydollar.com. I really like those platforms because they're digital. Mint.com does a really, really great job tracking your income, your expenses, and your net worth, and then showing you how much is coming in, how much is going out, and where all of your money is being spent. So that means that if that eating out budget is outrageous, oh, it's going to show you that. And guess what? Now you can make some changes to it to be able to put a little more cash aside to fund your dreams and your goals. Everydollar.com is a budget made by Dave Ramsey. And you just go to everydollar.com and it will pull up a budget that you can create right on the spot. Sometimes it takes me all of 20 minutes to create this budget, right? To put in my income and expenses and see exactly where my money is coming from, where it's going, and how much I have left over to put towards debt so that I can become or stay completely debt free. So the second thing, or the second money habit that you need to increase your credit score and get out of debt, once you have your budget in place, the next step is to pay yourself first. Have you guys ever heard this? Have you ever heard someone say pay yourself first? I used to always wonder, like, what do they mean when they say pay yourself first? And now I know exactly what they mean. So they mean when you get your paycheck, say you're paid $1,000 every 2 weeks, you are going to pay yourself first. So you're going to decide how much you want to pay yourself. So let's even start small and say I want to pay myself 10% of my income bi-weekly. So 10% of $1,000 is $100. I'm going to take $100 each and every time that I'm paid, and I'm going to put that over into a separate bank account that's separate from my personal account. That way it's out of sight, out of mind. So that's $100 bi-weekly, $200 per month. By the time you get to the end of the year, that's $2,400 that you have saved up that can go towards debt. Once you're completely debt free, it could go towards investing. It could go towards starting a new business. It could go towards saving for retirement. It could do so many things, but you don't realize how significant just this one little financial habit is. By setting aside a percentage of your income on a consistent basis, it will help you to get out of debt that much quicker. The third money habit that you can put in place to increase your income and get out of debt is read one financial book per month. Now, I know this is a big one, guys, because before last year, I was not a reader. You would not catch me reading books. I had to challenge myself one day for 1 year for New Year's. Like, I want to start reading more, because I noticed that people that were really, really successful, they were the ones that picked up a book and they read. They learned on a consistent basis. Knowledge is power. So just reading one financial book per month, just one. You got 4 whole weeks to read this financial book. It'll help to strengthen your money skills. It'll help to grow your financial habits. And then you just learn things that you never even knew about. The only way for you to expose yourself to the information is to put yourself in circles where they're easily talking about this information or readily talking about this information. But you want to go and seek knowledge on your own too. Read a book. It'll teach you about investments or tax strategies that can put money back into your pocket each and every month. It's important that you teach yourself. There are no more excuses for not knowing. You can't just say, I didn't know, right? Especially when you have the ability and the resources to be in the know. Read one financial book per month. If your schedule is super busy and you can't prioritize the time to actually sit and read a book, go ahead and listen to an audio. I've been able to get through so many books just by in the morning. It takes me an hour to shower, get dressed, get ready. My kids will tell you I have my Bluetooth on, and that hour I spend listening to a book. The average book is probably around 5 to 6 hours. So that means if I do this on a daily basis, I can get through one whole book in 1 week. I can read 4 books per month. Now, I don't do that because I probably use about 30 minutes in the morning. And then the other 30 minutes is like a quiet time, meditation, me getting my thoughts together for the day. But definitely, I read at least 2 books per month. So I can get through an entire book in 2 weeks. There are no excuses for you not knowing, especially when you have the ability to be in the know. So the top 5 financial books that I really enjoyed over this last year are Soldier of Finance by Jeff Rose, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers, which I just got finished reading, and that book was super duper awesome. I'll probably read it a second time. Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Now, if you're looking for a more entertaining book just to get yourself like comfortable with reading, I really enjoy Curtis Jackson, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. So if you're into hip hop, you know who 50 Cent is. You may really enjoy this book as well. And then if you're a business owner, a really good financial book that you can check out is Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And I actually just got a new book called Profit First for Minority Business Owners, and it's written by Susan, I always get her last name wrong, but I think it's Susan Mariga, Mariga, I believe, and is the forwarded. Mike Michalowicz wrote the forward for her book. So that's something that you might really enjoy too. I haven't started that one just yet. I just got it, so I'll actually be starting that one tomorrow. But Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, it changed the whole trajectory of my business finances. So this is a really good book for you to check out. Now let's talk about number 4, the fourth money habit you can develop to increase your credit score and get out of debt. Number 4 is to pay off your debt. Pay off your debt. Simple enough, right? I was just talking to a client the other day and he was like, yeah, I'm really trying to work on my credit. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I have a couple credit partners. Is that something that you need help with? I can send you a referral. And he was like, no, I just need to pay off my debt. It's nothing on there that shouldn't be on there. You know, I really just need to pay off my debt. And I'm like, I'm glad you know this, because most people don't need credit repair. They just need to pay off their debt, right? I would say that the outstanding balances across all of your open credit accounts or your amounts owed make up 30% of your credit score. Payment history makes up 35%. The amounts owed makes up 30%. That's 65% of your credit score. If you just pay your bills on time and pay down your debt, that is 65% of your credit score, not even half. That's almost 3/4 of your credit score. If you just get these two things down pat, you will see a significant increase in your credit. The amount of debt you have in comparison to your credit limit is known as credit utilization. So if you ever hear people say like, keep your credit utilization under 30%, that's a good number to stay under if you want to work on not damaging your credit score. Now, if you at that 50, 60, 70, 90% of your credit utilization, meaning you using 90% of your available credit balance, you are going to see a hit to your credit score. So it's really good to keep it under 30%. That just means pay it off every month, pay it down at least to that 30% mark. And if you can get to 10 to 20, that's even better. You'll probably see a more significant increase. But paying down your debt is half of the battle. The more money you already owe, the less flexible your spending is, which makes it riskier for people to loan you money. If they see you're already 90% at your credit utilization, they're like, they still got to pay this person back. How they gonna pay me back if they have all this debt outstanding, right? Just paying off your debt can give you a significant boost. So I want to leave you with a caveat, because sometimes people just aren't in a position to pay off their debt, right? If your expenses are more than your income and you're in a hole each month, it may be really hard for you to pay off your debt. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't have anything left over to spare, it's going to be really hard to pay off your debt. If you don't expect a significant increase over the next 6 months, it's going to be a little hard to pay off your debt. So if bankruptcy has been on the brain because you're sick and tired of carrying debt, you're sick of throwing money away on late fees or high interest rates, or maybe you're nervous about creditors coming after you and garnishing your wages or garnishing your income tax refund that you need, right? You need to accomplish your goals. I want to invite you to join my free webinar that's happening tomorrow. During this free webinar, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy on your own for free without paying an attorney upwards of $2,000. So if that's something that you're interested in, I left the link in the description of this video. Go ahead and register. That webinar is going to be tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I can't wait to share with you all of the secrets, all of the tips and tricks that I use to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy on my own, and it helped me to eliminate over $50,000 worth of debt, and it could help you as well. So if you're interested, if you know someone else that's interested, it, go ahead and share this information out. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope this information was helpful. And until the next video, guys, be blessed.